Hi everyone, and welcome back to Hacking Behavior Analysis. My name is Brianna Snyder, and today I want to talk about a common mistake that can happen when we're trying to increase appropriate behavior. Specifically, we're going to discuss why reinforcement sometimes fails and how preference assessments can help. Today's video is going to discuss the BACB 6th edition task list item F4, Design and Evaluate Preference Assessments, and G1, Design and Evaluate Positive and Negative Reinforcement Procedures. One of the first concepts we learn in behavior analysis is reinforcement. Reinforcement occurs when a consequence follows a behavior and increases the likelihood that the behavior will happen again in the future. In many cases, the issue is not that reinforcement itself failed. The issue is that the item or activity being used was not actually reinforcing for that individual. This is where preference assessments become important. A preference assessment is a systematic way of identifying items, activities, or experiences that a person prefers. Research has consistently shown that highly preferred items are more likely to function as effective reinforcers than items selected based on assumption alone. In educational and clinical settings, it is easy to assume we know what someone likes. For example, a teacher may believe a student loves stickers because they enjoyed them last month. A parent may think a child will work for a favorite snack. However, preferences can change over time, throughout the day, and across environments. I have seen this firsthand while working with children diagnosed with autism. There are times when a reinforcer that worked extremely well one week suddenly loses its effectiveness. A child who previously worked hard for a specific toy may have little interest in it the next day. If we continue using that item without reassessing preferences, we may see lower levels of engagement, reduced motivation, and slower skill acquisition. Behavior analysts often use several different types of preference assessments. These can range from simply observing what an individual chooses during free time to more structured assessments that compare multiple items. The goal is to identify what is currently valuable to that learner so that reinforcement remains effective. The practical application extends beyond clinical settings. Think about the workplace. Employers often assume that the same incentives motivate every employee. Some employees may value public recognition, while others may prefer flexible scheduling, additional responsibilities, or opportunities for professional growth. Understanding individual preferences can improve performance and increase overall job satisfaction. The same principle applies in our personal lives. What motivates one person may not motivate another. Taking the time to understand individual preferences can help improve communication, cooperation, and relationships. The key takeaway is that reinforcement is only effective if the consequence is actually reinforcing. Rather than assuming we know what motivates someone, behavior analysts rely on data and assessment to guide decision-making. Preference assessments help us identify meaningful reinforcers and increase the likelihood of successful behavior change. Thank you for watching today's episode of Hacking Behavior Analysis. Remember, before concluding that reinforcement is not working, ask yourself one important question. Have I confirmed that this is actually reinforcing for the individual? The answer may make all the difference. If you enjoyed this video and the rest of our content, please like and subscribe.
Bye.